Have you ever felt a certain pull deep within your mind while watching a film or looking at a billboard? Sometimes it's the erotic scenes in a music video, sometimes an ideal body image on a magazine cover, or perhaps the suggestion from fashion or cosmetics whispering that you could be more desirable. Are all these cues merely aesthetic or for entertainment? Or
Is there a hidden system of manipulation commercializing our desires?
okay, Natasha, this is not the time. In the modern world, a market based on lust, desire, passion, and pleasure has taken shape. Sex, desire, and passion aren't just basic impulses that move human psychology. They are also the key to opening the doors of billion-dollar industries. From Hollywood movies to the music scene, from the porn industry to dating apps, and from fashion and cosmetics to advertising, countless areas have transformed people's fundamental emotions into marketable commodities. In this analysis, we will look comprehensively at what we call the empire of lust, examining everything from its historical roots to modern marketing strategies, from psychological impacts to digital transformation. Our aim goes beyond the cliché of sex sells to investigate how human desires are managed, exploited, and where it's all headed. Desire, passion, and pleasure have existed since humanity's earliest feelings. Throughout history, from temple rites to festivals, from dance rituals to mythological tales, sexuality and desire have been central aspects of various cultures. Yet these feelings have never been industrialized or commercialized as extensively as they are today. In the past, sexual expression through temple courtesans or festival rituals has now been woven into content on platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Netflix, and TikTok. Sexuality and desire are no longer about pleasing the gods. They have become marketing tools aimed at captivating consumers. In modern times, Hollywood, the dream factory, enchants audiences with stories centered on desire and romance. These narratives aren't just modern versions of ancient love myths. They're now geared toward bigger box office returns and higher streaming figures. History shows that sexuality and desire have always been powerful magnets, but never before have they been packaged and presented so professionally. The modern empire of lust is built precisely on this industrial packaging. Just as algorithmic tyranny involves the manipulation of users' attention, in this empire of lust, desire is systematically managed and exploited. How does this mechanism work? It's similar to how a fast food company can suddenly trigger a sense of, "I'm hungry" in you. Industries focused on lust spark people's emotional hunger. Ads, music videos, films, and social media posts are all designed to implant in your subconscious, "You're missing something. You could be more beautiful, more attractive, more desirable." Erotic imagery triggers the release of dopamine in the human brain, creating a brief sense of pleasure and satisfaction, a temporary burst of dopamine. This short-lived fulfillment quickly gives way to a renewed sense of lack, which fuels the desire to consume more, creating an endless cycle. Addiction. In fashion and cosmetics, you might hear, "Only by using this product can you become someone desirable." Eroticized advertising promotes ideas like, "If you drive this car, you'll be more masculine. If you wear this perfume, you'll be more attractive." As a result, individuals begin to define themselves based on the products they consume and how they appear to others. At the core of these mechanisms lies the confinement of desire within the cycle of possessing, consuming, and consenting to be consumed. The empire of lust deftly uses this emotional and physical desire to both generate a market and maximize profits. Hollywood films, music videos, and the entertainment industry at large offer the most visible examples of lust. Although the motto "sex sells" may seem simple, behind it lies a complex network of cultural myths and emotional manipulation. In popular films and TV shows, sexuality is repeatedly emphasized to keep the audience excited. For instance, James Bond movies often feature the unstoppable male charisma of Bond himself and the Bond girl trope. The message is straightforward. Strong man, beautiful woman, erotic scenes, skakya, big profits. Shows like Game of Thrones merge violence with eroticism, making passion a remarkable storytelling tool, capturing viewers' attention while forming the foundation of marketing campaigns. Romantic comedies tend to normalize nearly impossible fairy tale love stories, encouraging viewers to think, maybe that could happen to me. This allows audiences to escape the tedium of daily life and become immersed in the fantasy of perfect love, only to feel a sense of lack when returning to reality, perhaps prompting more consumption to fill the void. The pop music industry uses exaggerated sexual elements in music videos and stage performances, influencing younger audiences. Artists like Madonna, Britney Spears, Beyoncé, and Nicki Minaj knowingly commodify their bodies and sexuality to generate both controversy and profit. As a result, both the pop star and the audience become products, and lust is the main currency of this trade. Advertising targets fundamental human urges to boost consumption. Here, lust is leveraged in everything from the commodification of the female body to masculine power dynamics and to the perpetual pursuit of flawless beauty. Perfumes, cars, watches, and alcoholic beverages often feature young, attractive women, labeling them as objects of desire. Male consumers are subtly told, if you buy this product, you can win over this kind of woman. Or, if you buy this, your life can be just as appealing. The alpha male ethos is cultivated through ads featuring sports cars, luxury watches, or expensive suits, suggesting if you want to be stronger and more dominant, you'll need to consume. At the same time, cosmetic and fashion ads continuously instill in women a feeling of lacking. Be thinner, more shapely, smoother, and younger. The beauty industry reaps billions in profits precisely because every sense of lack can be resolved by purchasing yet another product. By exploiting deep emotional layers such as gender, status, and self-confidence, the advertising sector flourishes, and lust, along with desire, remains one of its most powerful tools. Fashion and the beauty industry almost directly thrive on lust. Whether it's the sexiness of an outfit or the boldness of a makeup trend, these have become the cornerstone of marketing. Women's fashion campaigns transform clothing not merely into aesthetic or functional items, but into objects of desire. This is especially prevalent in the lingerie and swimwear markets, where the logic is the more revealing, the greater the desire. While this highlights the body's visual appeal, it can also implant feelings of shame or inadequacy. Cosmetic procedures like Botox, lip fillers, or body contouring are promoted as ways to become more desirable. Their underlying pitch is, fix your flaws, eliminate your shortcomings, and become an object of desire. Over the long term, however, these efforts can inflict deep wounds on one's body image and self-esteem. Perfume ads push the notion of charisma in a spray, suggesting that a scent can dramatically enhance someone's sexual appeal. Typically, these ads feature high levels of sexuality, mysterious music, and attractive models, which together convey the cinematic message. Buy this fragrance and open the gates to desire. Fashion and beauty perpetually treat lust as a commercial opportunity, driving people into a relentless race to be better, more beautiful, and sexier. But it's a race that can never truly be won. Each new standard of beauty leaves people with renewed feelings of inadequacy. Perhaps the most extreme and profitable corner of the empire of lust is the porn industry. With the spread of the internet, this sector has expanded from just a few special sites into a massive ecosystem. Watching porn triggers dopamine in the brain, creating a brief but intense pleasure that's not easily found in real life. Yet maintaining constant high dopamine levels can eventually lead to a diminished interest in real relationships, performance anxiety, and even social difficulties. As technology advances, the goal is increasingly to make personal fantasies feel truly realistic. Virtual reality, VR porn, and AI-powered sex robots exemplify how human desire and sexuality might be completely relocated to a digital realm, potentially reshaping social structures and family life at their core. OnlyFans and Patreon provide new models where individuals can directly monetize their bodies and sexuality, showing that lust is no longer merely consumed, but can also be produced and sold by anyone. Though pornography might appear to be a realm of freedom, it's actually where manipulation reaches its peak, often luring users into addiction without them even noticing. Social media and dating apps are among the most influential tools shaping desire and passion today. These platforms turn people's bodies, faces, sexuality, and even personalities into objects of display. Instagram, through photos and stories, sustains a visual exhibition culture. Its algorithms favor content that receives high engagement, likes, comments, shares. As a result, posts with sexual overtones or conventionally attractive visuals usually generate more interaction, encouraging users to share bolder content. Dating apps follow a swipe right, swipe left logic, reducing human relationships to a kind of transaction based primarily on physical looks, short bios, and momentary urges. This fuels a rapid consumption mentality, treating people like disposable objects. With the advancement of software capable of identifying a user's interests, desired traits, and fantasies, it points toward a future where desire is managed even more automatically and precisely. Social media and dating apps openly manipulate our yearning for attention and validation. In trying to be liked, we ultimately pour more clicks and consumption into digital dependency. Just like the algorithmic tyranny, the empire of lust is powerful and often unavoidable. But can we escape such an intricately woven system, either individually or collectively? The first step is acknowledging that the manipulation exists. Ask yourself when viewing ads, films, music videos, or social media, what's being sold here? How is this product, service, or content guiding my desires and passions? Critical thinking curbs our automatic reactions and prompts us to consider, what do I genuinely want? Setting boundaries, whether it's usage limits for social media, dating apps, or pornography, could help refocus on real-life emotional and physical connections, such as in sports, the arts, hobbies, or volunteer activities that provide healthier fulfillment. Differentiating real needs from imaginary wants can also guard against the "you'll be incomplete unless you buy this" strategy. Independent films, documentaries, and alternative art can serve as counterexamples to fast consumption lust, expanding our notions of body image and desire. Moreover, raising public awareness and implementing social regulations can help establish ethical standards in advertising and media, addressing issues like the objectification of women or children's exposure to sexual content. Conscious consumer behavior and active citizenship are essential in shaping these regulations. This empire of lust turns our inherent desires and passions into various sellable products. While that can sometimes be entertaining or thrilling, it often distances us from our true selves. The real question is how such natural urges like desire and passion can be manipulated so thoroughly and systematically. Do we truly recognize our own desires in the midst of all this? Modern society's lust and pleasure-centered system targets humanity's most essential drives, generating profit and power while simultaneously redefining individuals' self-perception, relationships, and notions of happiness. Are we really free in this arrangement? Some crucial questions arise. Are the things we find pleasurable truly our own natural choices, or have we been taught to like them? What do we spend our time and money on just to feel sexier, more beautiful, or more powerful? Does this effort truly make us happy, or does it lead us into new depths of exhaustion and dissatisfaction? Perhaps real freedom begins by taking an honest look at ourselves and asking, who am I and what do I really want? Instead of leaving our bodies and desires in the hands of industries that steer us, we can develop a more conscious and holistic approach. Just as in the algorithmic tyranny, employing awareness, critical thinking, and setting boundaries can help us construct a mechanism of resistance. The intention here is to encourage you to pause for a moment in a world dominated by the empire of lust and reflect. Is it possible to break free from this system or at least adopt a more aware stance toward it? Share your experiences, thoughts, and insights in the comments. After all, to desire is part of human nature. The real issue is about who's guiding those desires and how. Now it's your turn to speak. How free are we really in the empire of lust? What steps can we take to avoid becoming mere machines of consumption? How can we strengthen our resistance to the idealized concepts of beauty and sexuality? As you ponder these questions, perhaps you'll take the first step toward becoming the true ruler of your own empire of desire. In the end, lust is a human feeling, but if we don't control it, then we're resigning ourselves to being just another cog in someone else's machine. Thank you for watching and for taking the time to reflect on these ideas with me. If you found this perspective valuable, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Let's continue learning and growing together. expanding our understanding one conversation at a time. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, so don't hesitate to share your insights and experiences. Your voice matters, and it might spark the next important conversation in our community.